up the word mark, was it karagma, which means a cutting in the flesh, an incision. Okay, so it's not just saying a stamp, a little writing. All right, go ahead.
It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell,
Yep.
save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
That's right. So he's trying to have everyone take this chip, and you see these all these like, even if you go back to the 80s, even beyond that, like the movies that they show, anytime they showed the future, they always had the radio frequency chips where they were able to unlock something or do something via the chip. Then you had like the movie was that Demolition Man is a good one, but the new movie that just came out with fucking Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. What was that movie called? Escape Plan? Yeah. Escape Plan. They were basically in a prison, which when they show you that, when you look at the prison that they were in, it was basically America and what they were trying to make it to be, because they called it...
The prison was called Babylon.
Yeah, the prison was called Babylon. All right, and there was basically martial law troops in there, all kinds of security in there. All right, and when they were walking through, I caught this, it was like kind of like real quick, but they were walking through a scanner, and on the back of their like coats or like that was an RFID tag, and that's how they were getting tagged through the system, by a tag. Now they didn't show it as like in a chip or an incision, but all these movies are showing like RFID and tags and scanning. All these movies that have to deal with like the future.
So I mean that speaks for itself. They were in a prison called Babylon.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's what they're trying to
make America do, because America's Babylon, you know? So
right here, the police state, right? America's new way of life. All right? Shipped and imprisoned. It says, here is wisdom. Let him that had understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Yep. Which is 666. All right, if you look at barcodes, there's a series of numbers on it, okay? And that sixes would be the first, the middle, and the last. Because every barcode has 3 sixes in it, right? Every barcode has to have 3 sixes in it. And like I said, any movie you see, they're all barcodes, or it's some sort of identification, and it's scanned. And how do you scan anything? Every time you're at a supermarket or buying anything, they scan what?
Barcode.
Well,
everything has barcodes.
Yeah.
Well, technically, not technically, but if you go through like a toll, and when you get your ticket, if you actually look at the back of the ticket, that's got a barcode. Everything got a barcode, you know? Essentially.
With a series of numbers on it.
Yep. Everything that you purchase is all by series of numbers.
Yep. Like, why would they put numbers on it? You know? That's the prophecy, man. It's the series of numbers, it says 666. See, right here it is.
Just like you got what they call a social security number.
Yep.
You know? And that number identifies you with what person you are and whatever information you have, you know? Medical records, so on and so forth. It's all tracked by that number. Well, that's how the same way this RFID chip is gonna work, okay? This device is gonna work. It's a series of numbers. And when it's scanned, it sends to the computer and your information is gonna come up.
Yep. It's not gonna be just, you know, like, because people can argue the fact, like, oh, you know, it's not like they're gonna be able to spy on you. It only has the capabilities of unlocking.
Spying on you.
I know, right? It only has the capabilities of unlocking your door. Well, like we already said, man, that's just a front to show that there's way more capabilities in that. All right. GPS location, but realistically, they don't even need a fucking chip to locate your GPS or locate you, because they have it via your phone. All right. But doing it via the chip, it goes in that no man shall buy or sell. So the only way that can happen is via the fucking chip, man. Because they can shut it off. All right. They can only make payments available by the chip.
This is Ephesians chapter 5.
And then you got companies like, I read an article, I forget when it was, but Walmart is the first ones to start using UPC codes, I believe, to scan, to make sure every product gets to the stores in time or whatever like that. And a company as big as Walmart's trying to basically RFID tags. Okay, all right. But yeah, they were the first ones to use RFID tags, all right, to keep a good track on their items and everything like that.
Their inventory.
Yeah, their inventory.
What was coming.
And they said in the article that because they were the most grossing, like they distributed the most product, they were telling them that they want the RFID tags in there, so these companies had to basically convert to them because a lot of their product was being sold through Walmart. So you got a big company, a big corporation like Walmart, when they start saying that they want to start implementing the chip, right? They want to have body scanners or like that to accept the chip or accept the payment of the chip into Walmart. When Walmart's the only company that's out there that you can buy or sell from, you ain't got no choice. There ain't gonna be no mom and pop shops that you can buy with money. Like they had that one commercial where they have a guy, he has a trench coat on, he's putting stuff, in his coat or like that, and then he walks through the store, and then the cop stops him and says, "Hey, sir," and he's like, "You forgot your receipt." And then it's said that it's basically said about how easy it was to basically buy stuff and then use your chip. Because he walked through a scanner and this whole time you're thinking he's stealing something, but really he had the chip and was purchasing the items or some shit.
All right, this is Ephesians chapter 5:14. It says, "Wherefore he saith, Awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise."
Yep, not as fools, but as wise. That's what we do. We walk circumspectly, man. Being aware of our surroundings. Being aware of what this devil's capable of doing. Alright? We don't let our guard down. We can't let our guard down, man, being in this society, man. Being around this amount of fucking wickedness. We can never let our guard down.
And watching for the prophecies.
Yep, and when watching for the prophecies,
so
most
we can
important.
identify what time period are we entering into, alright? Because we're at the end. It says, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil."
Yep, redeeming the time because the days are evil. So time is short, man. So we got to make the most out of the time that we have. And by doing so, keep maintaining in prophecy.
It says, "Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is."
Yep, understanding what the will of the Lord is. You got people asking questions, why does the Lord do this? Why does the Lord do that? It's the Lord's will. He's going to do whatever the hell he wants. All right, and part of the Lord's will is the destroying 2/3 of the nation of Israel for their wickedness. All right?
Destroying the nations.
Destroying the nations. The so-called white man, all right? Ishmael.
Destroying America. It says, "And be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit."
Yep, filled with the Spirit. Not what did it say? Filled with
And be not drunk with wine,
drunk with wine,
wherein is excess.
or other philosophies, other doctrines or bullshit.
It says, "But be filled with the Spirit."
But filled with the Spirit. Keep a sober mind. When you're
being filled with the Spirit, okay, is continuously feeding your mind, okay? With what? With truth, with prophecy. Studying to show thyself approved. That's how you maintain in the Spirit. The Spirit is what? Truth. That's how you're gonna grow. That's how you're gonna be strengthened. That's how you're gonna endure. That's how you're gonna survive when all hell's breaking loose.
Yep, preparing your mind. Like I said, those that are preparing their mind now are not going to know what to do when the time comes, man. When all hell starts breaking loose, and the Lord shuts that grace period that He has, like He says in Proverbs 1. How He's going to laugh when your fear coming. All right, He's going to mock. All right, you ain't going to know what to do. And when that famine of the word hits, you ain't going to have this truth forever. You ain't going to have the opportunity to come out here and get this truth. All right, it's going to be closed. That window of opportunity is going to be closed.
This is Isaiah 33:6. "Wisdom and knowledge shall be thy stability." Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Yeah, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. That's what's going to keep you whole. You know, keep you stable. Exactly. You know, it's knowledge and wisdom. Because this whole time we're watching, man. We're waiting for things to happen. We're watching prophecies. All right. We're not concerned in another man's measures. All right. We're not concerned about Facebook. We're not concerned about Twitter. All right. We're not concerned about what fucking Lucy Lou's doing. You know, we're staying and keeping our minds pure, all right? And making sure that we keep our minds circumspect, you know? You know, always watching. Watching for the things to come. Just like the scripture's saying, man, keep thy watch.
It says,
If you're watching, like it says in Habakkuk, keep thy watch. If you're watching a tower, man, you should not be like you ain't gonna bullshit on other things. You ain't gonna be on your phone bullshitting or trying to fucking do some other stuff. Because when you least suspect it and you're bullshitting, that's when the enemy's gonna come. Alright? When you're over there bullshitting, that's the same thing it is now, man. We gotta be on our watch. We can't be distracted with anything. Because when the Lord comes, man, we gotta be prepared. So we got to make our best attempts not to be distracted. You know?
Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Yet the fear of the Lord is his treasure. All right. The fear of the Lord is the law, statutes, and commandments.
Let me read this. This is Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord.
See that? Now, the reason why it just showed that it said a famine, there's not going to be a famine of food and water, there's going to be a famine of the word. That shows you how important the word is going to be over food and water. All right, because it just said knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of that time. It didn't say food and water was going to be. It didn't say money was going to be the stability of that time. It didn't say, like I said, it didn't say food or water. What's going to be that's going to make you stable, all right, and make you from just going crazy, going ape shit? It's the knowledge and wisdom. And that's why it says that there's going to be a time where there's going to be a famine of the word, not of food and water, because it's going to show you how precious the truth really is. Because in having the truth, you are going to have food and water. All right, the Lord will provide for you. You may need to suffer for a little bit, be afflicted a little bit, but the Lord will provide for you. Granted, you are the elect.
It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
So the moment you start seeking the Lord, you're not going to find it. That time when that grace period is over, you're going to be seeking for the Lord and you won't find it. That's why I read in Ecclesiastes 5:5, where it says, go not day to day. Wait upon day to seek the Lord. Because that finally when that day comes when you want to seek the Lord, that's when it's going to be too late. And that's when the famine of the word will hit.
This is Matthew 24 verse 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord do have come.
Yep, watch ye therefore. And watching consists of not being distracted. Alright? And distractions come with these worldly lusts, man.
It says, but know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
Yep, and I say that all the time, man. If you knew what hour the Lord was coming, or the thief, is how it's described, but that's referring to the Lord. When the Lord comes, he's going to be a thief. All right? He said if you knew when he was coming, you would have watched, you would have waited.
Yeah, like Rihanna got this damn song. I don't know the title of it, but she basically said that one of the lyrics was "Come to me as a thief in the night," you know, or "Come get me as a thief in the night." It says, but know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
Yep.
Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as you think not, the Son of Man cometh.
Yep.
Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom the Lord have made rule over his household to give them meat in due season.
Yep. So watch and pray, you know? Just gotta always be watching for the prophecies, watching for the destruction, and making yourself ready for that time. It's all about preparing yourself and making yourself ready. Well, all these people are walking up and down here trying to do their Christmas shopping, getting their turkeys for Thanksgiving, getting ready for Black Friday, which I hope a lot of people fucking die on Black Friday.
Right.
I fucking hate that day, man. Black Friday. Doesn't black represent death? I hope fucking a lot of people die, all right, on Black Friday. Fucking hate that
A lot
shit.
of people actually do die every year on Black Friday.
I know.
But going into debt.
Trying to get
Yeah.
useless things.
I mean, a lot of them products, man. I guarantee that they're purposely for Black Friday. They're probably fucking cheaply made, all right, and are going to break or something.
Well, it's a bomb container.
Yeah. You know, don't think you're getting a deal, man. You're never getting a deal. All right. Fucking Esau ain't that nice, all right. These corporations aren't that nice to sell you something fucking dirt cheap, or think that you're getting a deal or something. But like I said, man, I hate Black Friday, and like I said, or like he said, people are always dying. I believe it was maybe 2 years ago, maybe last year, where there was a Walmart, and it wasn't a 24-hour store, so people were waiting outside around 5 o'clock for them to open up the doors. And as the guy was going to open up the door, the people got so rambunctious that they somehow brought the door down and squished the guy. Now I don't know how many people were doing it, but they literally just kept fucking walking over the dude. They didn't give a fuck. They just wanted that new fucking computer or that new TV that was coming out.
Which is cheaply made and way overpriced to begin with.
That's marked what, down $300? A damn, it's a fucking $800 TV. It's marked down to $500, $400, but it only takes a damn $20 to make or something. $100 to make. Maybe even less than that. Probably takes way less than that to make. So, anyways, the dude gets fucking trampled over. No one stops to help him, and then on top of all this commotion, you have a lady who's pregnant, which I don't know what the hell a pregnant lady would even be doing at fucking Black Friday.
Well, because women are fucking retarded.
Exactly, that's what it comes down to.
They don't have common sense.
I mean, women be bringing their kids along to Black Friday. I mean, this fucking people. I mean, if anybody knows Black Friday more than anything, it's this brother behind the camera. I mean, I've never been to a Black Friday. I just see different articles on it, but it's just commotion. Yeah, they got that Cyber Monday bullshit. But see, Black Friday, that's everyone wants that fucking rush or something like that. But people get crazy, man. It shows you how crazy people are for stuff that.
Folly is saying great things.
Yeah, no, for stuff that, I mean, look at Black Friday and then compare that to what's gonna happen when the dollar is worth shit, and that people are gonna be running to the stores just like that to get actual necessary things, not some wants. People actually go to Black Friday and get stuff that they don't even need. They just get just for the deals. They just start grabbing everything up.
Yeah, just for the tradition.
Yeah, just for the tradition.
Yeah.
But anyways, like I said, there's a pregnant lady there, and she gets knocked the hell down. All right, and then people start trampling over that bitch. So, you know, I mean, people actually stopped to help pick her up, but I wish that bitch would have died, man. I hope everybody that shots on Black Friday fucking dies.
That's right.
You know, that really is trying hard to get that fucking vain piece of shit. That, like I said, it says incorruptible goods. All right, that's not gonna deliver you. And like it's Ecclesiastes 5, I said, getting that freaking $300 less TV is not gonna save you when the Lord comes. All right. What are you gonna do with that TV when the fucking cable's out? There's no more internet, so you can't use that brand new laptop you bought to creep on people's Facebooks and go on Twitter. But go on.
It says, Matthew 24, verse 46, blessed is that servant whom his Lord when he cometh shall find so doing.
Yep.
Verily I say unto you that he so make him ruler over all his goods.
That's right. So these people that aren't watching, that like on the day Black Friday comes around, are going to completely let their guard down and go shopping, are going to be perished. You know, if the Lord were to come on Black Friday, no one would be expecting it because their mindset was only tunnel vision to trying to get the best deal. All right, their mind wasn't set on what the Lord's going to do that day, and that could have been to destroy a group of people. All right, or he could have done it to come and plague this place. You know, their mind was tunneled onto just good deals, and cheap fucking products.
And all those things are gonna be burnt up anyway.
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to. All these things are gonna be burnt up anyway. It's like the man that was guarding his house. It's like he knows a thief's coming, but instead he goes to go buy something for his house. You know, maybe he goes to buy some fucking blankets for his bed to come back to notice his bed's fucking stolen. That's what it is, man. You letting your guard down to go buy something that's not even gonna redeem you in that day.
Same shit. But if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and so begin to smite his fellow servants and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of.
And you got a lot of these people, man, that actually even come into the truth, and they get weary, and they don't think that the Lord's coming, so they drop out. They didn't have the endurance. They didn't have the faith. These 1992 Israelites that walk up and like, yeah, I was in that, acting like they're still in it, but they're not doing it. They're not doing the work, so they're not in it, all right? Just because you know about it, or you remember some things, fucking Obadiah Gad Israel, that dude, he knows some things or remembers some things, but that doesn't mean he's in it. That doesn't mean he's gonna be saved. He was doing no works like we're doing, man.
I ain't never seen it when Johanna came.
Yeah, look at the elders, man. The elders never once stopped. All right. They have faith and they have endurance. All right, to this day, and they're doing what's required of them, as do we. Waiting and watching for the day of the Lord, and not letting our guard down.
It says the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware, and so cut him in sunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Yep, weeping and gnashing of teeth. So a day that you think he not come. Black Friday, fucking Christmas, the most jolliest time of the year, where you're just supposed to forget all the wickedness that Esau done to us during Christmas time. Oh yeah. Let me give thanks to the fact that the so-called white man destroyed my people. That's fucking bullshit, all right? I don't care what fucking month it is, I'm still gonna hate you so-called white people.
Still gonna hate America.
And I'm still gonna, yeah, exactly, I'm still gonna hate America. I'm gonna hate how America was founded, all right? I'm gonna hate America's lies and deceit.
And I'm gonna love how it's gonna be destroyed.
Yeah, I'm gonna love the destruction, yeah, exactly. So, just because Thanksgiving it comes up does not mean I'm gonna forget the fact on how America was fucking established and how America was basically brought together.
And I'm gonna have joy over your captivity. I'm gonna have joy over America's destruction. I'm gonna drink to that. All right, drink to Babylon's destruction. All right, and to the nuclear missiles dropping on this bitch. All right, end it off with one quick pre.
Sirach, verse 36, verse 18. For the Lord will not be. Let's start at 17. The prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds until they come nigh. He will not be comforted, and will not depart to the Most High. Behold, to judge righteously and execute judgment. For the Lord will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient towards them, till he have smitten in sunder the loins of the unmerciful, and repaid vengeance to the heathen, till he have taken away the multitude of the proud, and broken the scepter of the unrighteous.
Yep, repaid vengeance. All right? So, the works of the so-called white man in these other nations, they never have been repaid back. All right? All the evilness that has to be repaid. All right? By what? By destruction, by blood. All right? So we're not supposed to forget nothing. We're not supposed to forget what the so-called white man did to our people. We're not supposed to forget that the Arabs, the so-called Africans, sold us into slavery. But we're supposed to repay vengeance onto them.
Verse 19, till he have rendered to every man according to his deeds and to the works of men according to their devices,
Yep.
till he have judged the cause of his people and made them to rejoice in his mercy.
Yep, rejoice in their mercy. And that's what we're gonna do, man. Lord's will, we're the elect, we're gonna rejoice in the Lord's mercy. All right, the mercy he had on the elect and the destruction that he gave to the 2/3 and to the other nations. So with that, we're gonna say all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai.
All praises to Yahweh.
Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Honors to the Akim that are out there preaching the word in sincerity and in truth, and and keeping their watch and enduring unto the end. Shalom.